Welcome to Shorts Beyond Measure, where fashion, interiors, and psychology get the stylish, savvy, and slightly therapeutic touch.
We're Tara West, Caroline Baltz, and Allison Goldberg, a fashion stylist and 2 interior designers who are also trained as psychotherapists.
So let's get into what's trending, what's tired, and what's actually worth your time. Because good style and good decisions should never be short-lived.
Hello, ladies.
Hello.
I just got felt up by Caroline. We decided
Caroline did a poke. I felt
you
you
felt
up.
me up. Well, I had hands all over my boobs.
You're welcome.
I couldn't resist.
My boobs were looking a little low in that jacket.
Second
So we had to
base.
hoist them up a little. Anyways, here we are. It's really exciting because our next episode, we're having our first guest, but we'll get to that. But Caroline, what are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about countertransference, which I don't know if you guys remember, but back in grad school for our therapeutic degrees, that was a big topic, right? Like as a therapist.
That was like half the training was like, what is your countertransference going to be? What is this client going to bring up for you?
Right. And it's the emotional reaction that we have with our clients that we need to check in with and think about what's going on for us, what's guiding our treatment plan with the clients. Is it our own emotionality or are we keeping that in check? Do we have the right supervision to process what's going on for us? And just to concretize it, like if you had a client that's, say, father died and your father was sick, as you being the therapist, what's coming up for you? Are you like grieving, in advance as your client's going through it? What are your emotions?
And sometimes you feel the need to share it. Are you sharing it for you or are you sharing it for the progression of your client's treatment?
Right.
That's a big one. Do you share your information?
Yeah. But I thought the topic could be interesting because, do we ever find that we have emotionality that comes up around our clients? And I don't think, we probably talk about this, because we're both therapists. And when we leave a client, what's, oh my God, the energy or this or that. But I think it's kind of interesting to think about how that comes up because the relationship can be somewhat intimate in the sense of you're in somebody's home, you're in their world, their body image stuff comes up, right? Around what you're having them wear. And, it's unique, right?
I think we talked about this in another episode is when I start to feel something, I have to check myself and think, is this my emotion or is this their stuff? And what is it bringing up for me? But that's really why when I was, and I'm sure you guys might feel the same, when I was a practicing therapist and I would have a supervisor that was amazing because you could process all this.
Right.
But when I was in private practice, there's nobody to talk to about any of this stuff. So you kind of really have to check yourself.
Mm-hmm. Did you not do peer supervision or anything?
When I was
practicing?
private practice, I didn't know.
That's really hard.
Yeah, that's really hard.
So what did you do? Like when you had feelings of countertransference, how did you handle that without peer supervision?
I think, at some point I just would kind of talk through it
with yourself.
Myself. When I worked at a clinic, there were, obviously there was a woman that ran the clinic. So if there was an issue, I would talk to her. But in private practice, really, you're on your own.
Yeah.
Some people pay for supervision outside of it so they can talk to somebody. But I think I just kind of really handled it.
I feel like that just sums up who you are, though, because you just handle stuff.
You just handle stuff. But I feel like you also have such a good internal dialogue. I think you can really get distance. I've heard you talk about different situations, whether it was a situation with your brother where you finally had to be I can't be that person for you or whatever. But you really have the ability to pull back from a situation, go into your brain, step out of that role, have a ping and pong in your own head around stuff. I admire that so much.
I appreciate that. And when I know that I'm not, if I feel insecure about a certain thing that I'm doing or whatever, that's when I can tell that I'm not in the right place because I'll start questioning everything. Did I do that right? Should I have done it this way? And I go crazy in my head.
Right. That's your alarm clock to check back in with yourself.
Totally. I'm I'm not feeling secure about this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Listen to your gut, basically.
Yeah.
It's good that you know to go back because I don't know. Most people can't do that. People just kind of sit in that anxiety and they're like, oh my God, did I screw this up?
I used to do that, but I don't want to do that anymore. It takes so much of your energy.
Yeah, I just put it on Caroline. So I'm oh, I'm having these feelings. Fix everything in my world.
Oh my gosh, I do the same thing for you. So
Yeah,
quid
true.
pro quo.
But you guys must feel that with clients too.
Yes. Yeah, we have that come up more often than not.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and I was thinking this was back many years ago, but I remember I was, I don't know, working on my relationship with my husband and really trying to be assertive with him and saying like, this is what I need, and like really just clear about stuff. And like when you go into a home as an interior designer, oftentimes the couple's stuff comes up.
Yes.
Oh, I'm
right?
sure.
Yes, we love to analyze that.
Well, because with me too, it's like if they see my car coming down the driveway, I get these looks like, she called you.
Cha-ching.
Like, are you
Yes,
serious?
yes.
She's spending more money.
Right,
WTF.
right.
But then in the end, if I ever have a conversation, I'm always like, this is costing you less money than you think, because with the way she's going right now is not, it's counterintuitive to what you want.
Right. She's going to buy stuff that she'll never wear and it'll be a waste of money.
And it just sits there.
Yeah. I think we have a similar philosophy too. Like, okay, well, if like I know this one husband used to say, like, I see your car in the driveway and I go cha-ching, like money, money, money. But like, okay, well, let your wife run with it and buy a $10,000 sofa that doesn't work and is too big and can't even fit into the room. Then what are you going to do?
Right.
So,
Right.
like,
We're actually saving you money. You're welcome.
you're welcome.
But you do learn a lot about the marital relationships within our jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes we're managing those relationships when we're all sitting around the table. And I think we've mentioned this in a past episode, but one of the questions that we ask is what role everyone plays, because it's so important. Because if the husband is part of the decision-making process, he needs to be at the meetings. It's not we're having this full meeting and explaining why this is the correct choice, and then you go back to him and he's like, it's too expensive.
Right.
Right. And if they're not part of the meeting, it's so much easier to put the kibosh on it because they weren't part of the process.
Yeah. Right.
They didn't
The
understand.
process. Yeah.
Why we chose it.
So
or
we
how
worked
came
with
to it.
this interior decorator a long time ago, and I literally couldn't stand her. I wouldn't
Was
even
it me?
I wouldn't even pretend. Like it was everything about her. And I said to my husband, if we work with her, it's all you. I want nothing to do with it. I don't want to make one decision. I cannot stand her. And he was just hell bent on working with her. And now he will not even say her name in our house.
Oh, God.
But
Did you like how your house turned out?
I mean, it was fine. It was fine
Yeah.
for what it was. Like it cost a lot for what it was. But
Yeah.
I didn't make one decision. I wouldn't be at one meeting. I could not stand her, and I wasn't gonna even pretend because she was that
But
bad.
that's interesting because, like, you take so much pride in how you dress and what you wear that I would think that what goes into your home would be really important too.
I trust him 100%, and I could not deal with her. I know he's really good.
Shout
at that.
out to Kevin.
I know.
I hope you hear this and you get Tara a really good anniversary gift because she trusts you 100%.
He really does. He has that aesthetic, and he loves to decorate a home. Where I know you would think I would, but it's not my forte.
I trust Steve at 100% not to be involved in any home decisions.
What about the way he dresses?
He can put an outfit together now, but I've bought all the clothes in his wardrobe.
He looks dapper, though. Like, you do a good job dressing him.
Yeah.
That's a good compliment.
Yes.
Yeah.
We both had the same shoes on, except mine were stilettos and his were obviously flats or whatever, men's shoes, but they were the spiked Louboutins at Drew's bat mitzvah. Do you remember?
Oh my God, yes. He desperately wanted to wear those shoes.
It was so funny.
He's a funny guy. Like, he does like the nicer things, and he loves a nice sneaker and a nice shoe. He wanted those shoes. Yeah, but you guys matched.
I
That's
know.
so cute.
That was cute. We took a picture of our feet.
He's also really into feet, so thank you.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, on that note, we all have good taste. And I think that we all across the board kind of deal with the same thing with clients and countertransference. And, being therapists, our background, it kind of helps.
Yeah. And I think just checking in with ourselves, whether it probably makes us good at what we do, because we can understand, like, okay, I'm getting frustrated when this couple is arguing over something and she knows blah, 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 like, why isn't she asserting herself more? It's like, okay, that's my stuff. This is their relationship works. Why would I judge, or why would I have feelings about this? Like, let me put those in check.
Right. And people who aren't versed in countertransference can't do that in their job. So, like, Dave has so much stuff coming up for him every time I speak, but we don't know why. Dave, what is your countertransference right now?
I'm sorry, I reported to class unprepared, I guess. What am I supposed to be counter-transferring?
No,
right now?
I just want to know why you're so annoyed with me all the time. What's coming up for you? Do I
you
remind
know,
you of
we-
an ex?
We hurt the ones we love, don't we, Allison?
Good one. Good one.
All right. Well, thank you guys. If you have any questions or if you'd like us to cover a topic, let us know.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
That's it for this week's shortlist. Thanks for listening.
If you enjoyed today's conversation, share it, leave a review, or let us know what's on your short list.
Shorts beyond measure, because the most important things in life can't be quantified.